Hey guys, today I want to show you one of the most important songs that anybody could learn on the piano. It's John Lennon's Imagine. It's not a Beatles song, it's a John Lennon song. So a lot of people think this is the Beatles, not quite. It's so important that every musician who aspires to play the piano at least check this song out because it's beautiful, it's well written, and it uses a lot of techniques that are common in playing just about any pop music on the piano. So the first thing to notice here is that both hands are in pretty low territory on the piano. You're not near middle C, you're not here. Or God forbid, here. Right? This is not good. So your right hand is actually going to live below middle C, and it's going to live here on the notes E and G. And you have to use 3 and 5. I've had a lot of students try to do this and use their second and third fingers and all kinds of other stuff. Don't do it. Use 3 and 5 and play E and G just like that, keeping your hand nice and relaxed. If you do that, you should see your thumb sort of naturally falling near the C. And that's a good thing because you have to rock these two notes back and forth with the C, like this. So this is the first thing you should practice. See if you guys are able to do this a few times. After you do this 3 times, we're going to play 3 notes at the same time, just like this. We're going to play E, G, and B with the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th fingers. This might be tricky, but take your time. Just get comfortable with this. And of course, as was the case with the previous pattern, we're going to rock back to the thumb. So that looks like this. Once you get that, we are going to play the notes F and A with 3 and 5. 3 times, rocking back and forth with the C. 2, 3. So in total, the final move is just 3 consecutive notes. It's A sharp, or B flat, same note, and B. These 3 notes. And I recommend that you use fingers 3, 4, and 5 like this. And what you get in total is this. So once you have that, you should practice it over and over and over and over for a couple of days until you get really comfortable with it. Because that's like 80% of the song right there. You have to be able to do that easily enough. So one more time. So you do this several times. That pattern happens 2 times in the intro as I just played it. It happens 3 times in the verse when he starts singing the words. And then there's kind of a change at the end of the verse, which looks like this. Did you catch it? So it's the same thing as we did all of the previous times, except he doesn't go at the end. He stays on the notes F and A with 3 and 5. 2, 3, 4. He just hangs out there throughout. He doesn't go up. So it actually makes your life easier. It's less work. So just be aware that that happens at the end of the verse, before the pre-chorus. Okay? So the pre-chorus sounds like this. It's called a pre-chorus because it comes before the chorus, naturally. Some say I'm a dreamer, right, that whole part. I'm really bad with lyrics, but I know that he says that at least. So what you're going to do for this pre-chorus is 3 and 5 again, which we're getting pretty comfortable with, on the notes A and C. And now the thumb lives on F. So you rock between A and C and F. Like that. And And make a slight change for the next part. Bring the thumb one note down to the left to E. The rest doesn't change. Now, you're going to bring everything down a bit to F and A with the third and fifth fingers. Thumb now lives on D. And you get to do that again. Finally, we move it up to B and D with the third and fifth fingers, rocking to a thumb on G. And you do this 3 times. Now let 3 and 5 come up a step to the notes C and E. Rock back to the G, and then bring 3 and 5 up another step to D and F. So that whole pre-chorus, I know it's a lot of stuff, but I'll just go through it again slowly. Start on A and C with 3 and 5. Now F and A, rocking to D. Again. Now migrate up to B and D, rocking to G. Up to C and E. Up again to D and F. And that's when he goes, ha, 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 right? So everybody knows that part. And he kind of just sits there. It sounds like the piano just stops for a couple of beats. After that pre-chorus, some say, I'm a dreamer, right? The whole chorus happens. And that looks like this. So we start on A and C, as we did previously, with 3 and 5. And the thumb rocks to F. Okay, all of these notes look like this. You've already done it. You're just going to bring everything now up one white key. So B and D, rocking to G, which you've also done before. Now it gets a little tricky. Bear with me here. We're going to play G and C with the fingers 2 and 5 to the thumb. Now G and B with 2 and 4. Now G sharp and B, or A flat, same note. And now 3 notes, A flat or G sharp, B and D at the same time. Like that, with 2, 3, 5, coming down to the thumb. That's a pain in the butt, so here's what the chorus looks like slowly. That happens a whole bunch of times. He repeats that over and over and over. And then when he says, we'll be as one, and the chorus ends, he does this, which you've already done, A and C going to F, then B and D going to G, which you've done, and then he just sits on a C chord. A chord is a bunch of notes at the same time. It's E, G, and C from left to right. And I like the fingers 1, 2, and 5. And that's the entire song. That's all of the material in the song. Well, at least for the right hand. But the left hand isn't too bad. So let's go section by section and talk about the left hand. What you're going to want to do is find a low C right here and play it with your pinky and then play an F afterwards with your second finger. You're going to go back and forth between these notes. And they're long. They're 4-beat notes, which are called whole notes. So you'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that works like this. Switch. Switch. So you should practice that for a little while before doing anything else. But at the end of the day, this song is not too bad in terms of coordination. The left hand is pretty static. It's kind of just providing a basement for the song to rest on. So what I just played for you is the introduction. Now in the verse, same thing. C, F, back and forth, like this. remember, at the end of the verse, it stays there. It doesn't go, right? That doesn't happen on the very last time. So you have an intro and a verse, if you're able to do that. Next, the pre-chorus gets a little more active. The left hand plays what we call half notes, which means you count to 2. They go like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So let me show you what that was. That was second finger on F, third finger on E, fourth finger on D, fifth finger on C. 4 consecutive notes moving to the left, moving down. Like that. That's the beginning of the pre-chorus. The right hand, if you recall, was doing this. So let me show you how those work together. It's not too bad. Move. Move. And now the end of that part, left hand wise, actually involves 2 notes, which is called a power chord. The left hand is going to play G and D together at the same time. And the right hand was doing this. After that, you're in the chorus. So what we're going to do now is get our hands in this position where 2 is on F, thumb hits G, pinky reaches C, third finger reaches E. See, I don't have to move my hand. The fingers are just naturally kind of sitting in this position. C, D, E, F, G with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're just sitting here. So again, 2 on F, 1 on G, 5 on C, 3 on E. Happens again. Thumb on G, 5 on C, 3 on E. Again. 1 on G, 5 on C, 3 on E. Now we're coming into the ending. 2 on F, 1 on G, and then there's something at the end that I have to show you guys with both hands after, and then you have the whole thing. But I'm going to save that. So this was the trickiest right hand part, the chorus that is. So let me just review that for you and show you how these work together. Right hand did this. And here's where it gets weird. So it's like 4 back-to-back mini changes. A lot of people stress out about that part, but just take your time with it and you'll be fine. So here's how they come together. Happens again. One more time. The ending. And remember, left hand lands on C, the right hand plays a chord, which is the notes E, G, and C at the same time. But I told you guys there was kind of a surprise at the end, and you're going to recognize it immediately once I teach it to you. So after you hit this ending, which is kind of a pseudo ending, you're going to do this. John plays it a little faster, of course. Like that. It's really cool. I think that you guys should do it. It's not that hard. So once we finish, and then you can go back to the beginning. Right? The song repeats. So here's what we're going to do. Left hand plays a low C. Right hand plays a C. Left hand plays a low G. Right hand still plays a C. Left hand plays A. Right hand still plays C. left hand plays B, right hand plays C. So right hand never moves. It's just doing C over and over. The left hand is doing all the work, going C, G, A, B. In terms of fingers, I like 2, 5, 4, 3. And it's a back and forth pattern. Like that. So once you get that, you pretty much have the entire song, and you can go back to the beginning and play the whole thing again. So before we go, I think I should recap that chorus for you guys slowly because it is definitely the hardest part. So check this out. Here's the chorus. Can go back to the beginning. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm having so much fun making these for you all. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.